I was just judging up my locks for the video, and so I figured I might as well just show you guys this part. So this is just to rehydrate my locks, you know, give it a little bit of sheen because there's some oils in there, but just to rehydrate it, make it feel love again. There is also some sage essential oil in it, so it's very soothing and relaxing while cleansing at the same time. You cleanse your aura while you hydrate your locks. And of course, it's using the coconut hibiscus moisture mist from Tropiki, and this is available on my website, of course, tropikinaturals.com. It's one of my favorite things that I've created because I always knew that I was going to have locks, and so I wanted something that I could add a little bit of moisture. I can rehydrate it, spritz it with something, and something that's not going to build up on my locks either. And so this was my solution. So I think you guys would like it. I love it. I love it for my locks. Right now my locks feel rehydrated. It feels soft. Well, I mean, as soft as locks can feel, you know, and these are freeform locks. So it doesn't feel dry though and crusty is what I'm saying. Welcome to Dark Feminine Consciousness. I am Tifara. So I'm finally gonna talk about my lock journey. It's been a couple of months since my locaversary. I didn't feel motivated to do a video, let me just be honest and tell you that that is what it was. If you guys have been subscribed to me for a long time, you know that this is my second set of locks, and you will know also that I've always loved locks, and I've always loved freeform locks and wanted freeform locks. So the first time I attempted locks, they were freeform locks. That's what I wanted. I started out with some very small twists. I did mini twists, and then I pulled the twist. Did I pull the twist out? I'm trying to remember if I did pull it. Maybe no, I didn't pull the twist out. I was back and forth in my mind about whether or not I should pull out the twists or leave the twists in, because I remember some time before I did some mini twists, and when I pulled them out, I had them out for quite a while, and I was like, wow, this would be a really nice way to start my locks. But I never did that, so I was kind of wondering to myself if I should start that way. Having locks was never really about just a style. It was not just a style for me. It was more a spiritual thing for me. I also believe that our hair as it is just not made for combs, and because we've just had a difficult history with combs. I mean, who can say they have black hair, Afro textured hair, and say that they like combs? I don't know which insane person would say that. Combs don't go through our hair very easily, and so I think that must be a sign of something. And so our hair really does well when we don't do anything to it. When it is locked, we get the most length out of it, we get the thickness out of it. But the first time I started my lock journey, I kind of started it not wanting to. I wasn't ready yet. I wanted to, but I wasn't ready yet. But the person that I was in a relationship with at the time, he wanted to start his locks and he wanted us to do it together, and so he kind of insisted that I start. And so I started it not really feeling ready to start it. And so when the relationship ended, I was very quick to cut off my locks. I just did a lock chop. I did a video about that also, about the lock chop that I did. And I started my natural hair journey again. Fast forward now to 2020, late 2020, when I started my lock journey. I was just doing, it started in a funny way. I was just doing these puffs. I was constantly doing these puffs. And oh wait, no, before I did the puff, I did some twists. I did some twists for a twist out, and I ended up leaving the twists in for a little while, like probably 2 weeks the twists were in. I didn't pull them out at all. And then I realized that my hair was locking, so I said, oh my gosh, I have to pull out these twists. So I pulled them out, but then I didn't have the time at the time to really comb them out, so I ended up leaving them as it was, and that's how I ended up here. I didn't bother to comb them out. And so it's been my lock journey, 1 year and 1 year and 2 months. You know, I realized on this journey that hair is not just hair. Your hair is a big part of your aura. As I said in the video about head covering, it is a part of my crown chakra. It is important that I'm intentional about what I do with what grows out of my scalp. One of the things I love about Freeform locks, one of the reasons also why I'm so protective of my locks, is because it's freeform. And when your hair is freeform, it is growing naturally how it wants to grow. It is an expression of your essence. You can look at my hair as it is now and understand a lot about who Tifara is, especially if you know how to read. You can really understand me just by observing my locks, and that's one of the major reasons why I protect it and I cover it sometimes, because I really do feel like people can see through me and people can tap into your energies that way. So I've realized over the years that it's not just hair. It's been a great journey. There's really not much to say. It's just doing its own thing. Yes, I did kind of create this. Not really create it. It was already there. But you know, I just kind of helped them to come this way a little bit more. But it kind of all was going that way anyway. And so it's interesting that it's having this kind of tapered cut kind of look, and I didn't do any of that. It's just growing that way. And so I'm loving every moment of the process, even when it just started. You know, I really love the little tiny bumps kind of look that it was giving me in the beginning when I just started. I loved it. Now it's a different stage where it's on my shoulder and I can feel it now. I can feel it dangling on my shoulder. Sometimes I literally feel like something is touching me, or I forget, oh my god, it's my hair. It's my hair, it's not a spider. I'm excited for the rest of the journey. I do have a few grays coming through in between, you know, and that's also a part of my journey that I'm excited about experiencing as well, and seeing how my grays will come out naturally and how they will fit me if I still look young, because there's some women with gray hairs but they look real like in their 20s still, even with the grays. So I'm not afraid of gray hair at all, and I'm not afraid of aging. You know, I'm looking forward to aging. It's just a part of the process, a part of life, and you know, the quicker you accept that, the happier you will be. You can be your authentic self as well. You know, you don't have to be trying hard to be something that you're not, and something that you have moved past. I did a video with a ritual before, a self-care ritual, but this was for my locks, and so I showed how I washed it, and after I wash, I put this in, and then after I put this in, I do the Island Essence hair growth oil. I put it on my scalp, and then I put it through my hair just one time until I wash again. I don't put the oil in too many times because I have oily skin, so I have to be very careful about using too much oils. I use this every day. Every morning I use this. I'm never without this. I don't really use that night. I don't like to wet my hair in the night time because it's too thick now to be having it wet late. I'll give you a spin. I'll give you a microwave. But yeah guys, this is it. This is Locks by Tifara. So if you have any questions about my lock journey, if you are curious about Freeform locks, if you have any questions at all, just leave them below and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. Take care of yourselves and we'll link up in our next video. Alright, later.